Hey folks, and welcome to the first ever live recording of Drinking with Friends.
Drinking live with friends.
Drinking live with friends, yes. My name's Chris, /Beardhead.
What'd I say?
What up?
What up? It's Todd.
Oh, you're very loud.
And I'm Obert.
Yay, we did it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, well crazy.
We're live on Twitch.
We are live on Twitch.
Yeah.
As you're here, we're live now.
Listen, I've been saying for years that we've been live.
We've been
Yes.
live the whole
Now
time.
this is like officially
It's
live.
true. It's true. We're all here together because we just hung out in Asheville for a long weekend.
Yep.
And now we're recording a podcast in front of a camera.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of nerve-wracking a little bit.
Yeah, it's like normally like what I do, right? So, but that being said,
Definitely different energy.
definitely
100%
very
yeah,
different.
I don't know what I'm doing. There's no
There's
buttons.
no pause with like I don't have to wait for you guys to react. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're all in the same room.
There's no buttons. Like I can't hit anything.
We've got no sound drops.
No bloopers. Oh my goodness, no bloopers allowed, guys. No bloopers allowed.
But I won't lie, I was really struggling this weekend. But like, we've learned that we're too old for drinking as much as we do.
Right, we are officially old.
Some older than others.
Right, no ages in chat.
Yeah.
I was poor. This is weird. Now when we do things in person, like they can, like when we do the light test, they're gonna see this.
The light test.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
yes.
so like when I point at Ober, like they know that I'm pointing at you, saying that you're really old now.
Well,
Yeah.
Twitch people don't.
No,
I mean,
because
Twitch people do.
Twitch people do.
Podcast
no
people don't.
ages in chat. No
Audio
ages in
people
chat. But no, yeah. So we definitely at all three of us at points throughout the weekend we're
struggling
doing
hard.
we're on the the bus.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, struggler of the year of the weekend might have been Obert.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a close second.
No.
Yeah. So definitely struggler of the year was over here, but it was fun. It was fun. Okay, let's go Obert, Tud, and then me. What was your highlight? What was your favorite part? Least favorite part? Go.
Oh, I like this.
I go last.
Yeah. My favorite part was hanging out with you guys, obviously, but I think that's kind of a cop out. So I'll say my favorite place to drink might have been White Labs, which I want to talk about more later.
Okay. Yep, that was fun.
Yeah. And my least favorite part was when I felt like dying. Yeah. Which was a lot of it. Second nominee for least favorite part was The Hills. That was
my goodness.
Hashtag flatten Asheville.
Asheville's very, very hilly.
Flat in Asheville.
Flat.
Yeah.
And it's just so you guys know, it's not Destroy Asheville. Shirts will be available in the merch store, but just literally just like we need to level it somehow because it's an amazing place.
But there's too much hills.
Too much hills.
Right.
Yeah. How about you, Ted?
So my favorite part of the weekend, outside of hanging out with you guys, yeah. I mean, there's a few nominees. I mean, we did see concerts. We did drink copious amounts of beer.
Concerts were good.
Concerts
was good.
Outside of drinking beer, because I think we're going to talk a lot about it.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I will say that my favorite part of the weekend that was not drinking beer was seeing the Metallica cover band Fade to Black and telling the guy next to me that I'd seen Metallica less than a week ago and him being impressed and you having to say, you know what? I was wrong. He actually was impressed.
Yeah. Todd loves it when Obert has to say, I was wrong, you were right.
Correct.
Yeah, it was, that was pretty fun.
My least favorite part was I was actually missing out on going to One World and going to Buxton Hall for food.
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty upset about the Buxton Hall thing. Like, just time-wise, it just didn't work out for us. You know what? Sunday, you're part of the weekend?
Why is everything closed?
Hashtag Sunday, let's get on this. Like, what are we doing?
What
are we even doing?
We're in the South. Sunday is a rest day.
Yeah.
Sunday is, if I'm in Asheville, Sunday, everything should be open till midnight. And there was a bar that was open till 2 a.m., but still.
But the one barbecue place that Chris wanted to go the whole time was Buxton Hall. And when we were closed, Chris audibly gasped. When he found out that they were closed. He was like, no!
Yeah. It was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking.
We did have good barbecue. It was just not potentially the best barbecue ever.
Yeah.
We were extremely drunk the first time we went to Buxton Hall. So who knows how good it actually was.
Right.
But I feel like it was very good.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, obviously, if you were here, my 3,000th beer. That's right. Over 3,000 finally. They call me Mr. 3000. Shirts coming to the merch store probably.
Yeah,
but that was
a lot of our wardrobe here.
Yeah, I know.
We gotta buy a lot of shirts.
A lot of shirts. That was a lot of fun. I mean, obviously the 2 impromptu concerts we went to, and one of them, I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to go to originally, but then
Jason Isbell.
Yeah, Jason Isbell. We got free tickets to see him. But you know who sold me on that whole experience? The guy selling beer.
Really?
He did it. We were in there.
I think you were sold on it more sooner than that. We walked through the doors. You're like, all right.
It was pretty cool.
I'm having fun.
There's like 1,000 people here watching this guy play music.
Yeah. Okay, that was cool. But then we get in line and we all get a beer. And I think Obert was like, "Oh, can I have a water seltzer or something?" And he's like, "Oh, double fisted." And the guy goes, "You know, you can double fist with beer." And I was like, "This guy." Oh, I'm on board. Another round. Let's go.
Rabbit was the venue.
Rabbit.
Awesome spot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was really good.
It's right in the center of Asheville, so like every brewery is like right around it, so you can walk to it. And then on top of that, there are like apartment buildings around too, so you can see like people like watching the music too. It's like when I say dead center, it couldn't be any closer to being dead center.
Yeah. It's like right downtown. It's really nice. So, but there you go. There's there's so much more we'll talk about, I'm sure, as far as beers are concerned. But
all this not drinking beer,
all this not drinking beer, and making me thirsty, I guess. Yeah.
Somebody's got to
it's
sing.
Beer 30,
and I'm thirsty.
I'm working like a dog all week long, so maybe some cold won't kill me.
It's beer 30. It's time to party. Yeah, baby.
So what do we got?
All right.
So I'm going to go first because I brought the biggest beer to the podcast.
Let me see if I can turn the vibration off my phone.
So this is a beer that I bought specifically for this podcast. It's by a brewery that I've never had in North Carolina called Old Hickory Brewing Company. The beer is the Event Horizon Spectrum 1, and this beer was bottled September 9th, 2016.
Show the people.
Show the peeps.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we can show them. Maybe I should have set up the second camera for like a beer close-up.
So this is an Imperial Stout brewed with honey, aged in bourbon barrels with coffee and cinnamon added.
Ooh.
It weighs in at a pretty light for an Imperial Stout, 8.5%.
So bold choice on a beer to drink with it this hot, sitting this close to this many dudes.
Yeah, I did not take into the factor that we'd be this close.
Yeah.
But it's okay. And then I stole one of Chris's glasses, the
Hot Mander.
Which is a throwback to the first time I ever played Pokemon. My first Pokemon was Charmander, and I made it all the way to the second city when you fought Misty, who's the water lady.
Yep.
And I got wrecked. I didn't understand as a child that like you could like level up. And
water's better than fire.
No, I understood that, but I thought that, like I was like a high enough level that I would do it.
Yeah.
But
hey, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
Special guest. Special guest host on the show.
On a beer drinking podcast. So I'm pouring it into my glass.
We don't get any.
There's still a ton in here. So as you can see, it's 1 billion SRM. If you do the light test, this is a lot harder on camera. You can see that the light does not shine through at all. I can't wait for this to carry over across all 3 beers.
I can't wait for it to stop. I'm over the light test.
For those of you that don't listen all the time, the light test, we shine a light through it, and we judge if we were driving a car through this beer, would we die? So
yeah,
right.
It's a whole thing.
Headlights work, basically.
So on the nose, I smell a lot of honey, and I smell a lot of cinnamon.
Okay, I like those things.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of coffee.
Yeah, we're gonna have some of this too.
So this is the nice thing about drinking live with friends.
So my idea, guys, just an FYI, I was going to take a sip and like pass it down. That way, you guys didn't ruin your glasses.
This way we can all talk about it at the same time. You know what I mean?
We got this the cat spritzer.
Yeah.
To keep the cat away from the
and to keep Todd in line.
Yeah, that's true.
I gotta move close to the mic.
Can we put up a poll? I want to put up a poll. Who gets sprayed first, a cat or Todd?
Yeah, I want to know too.
Can I vote for myself?
It smells really boozy.
It does smell boozy.
It does, but I think that's just the bourbon barrel. Because it's not. It's only 8.5%.
You know what? It's kind of weird to say this, but it smells. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like. It almost smells like really carbonated. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the right word for it, but it smells like a soda would almost. I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
you get that CO2.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was about to start drinking. I don't know. I don't know. Go ahead, Ted.
Cinnamon, like
it's cinnamon and honey. Like
right.
Not like cinnamon heart candies. Cinnamon.
Candies?
The hot cinnamons.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's cheers.
Cheers. What do you think?
A lot more nose flavors than mouth flavors.
Yes. Yeah. It definitely smells more than it tastes.
Yeah, and that could just be because it's 7 years old, 6 years old.
Yeah.
How's math work?
I keep forgetting that it's been aging for that long.
5.5 years.
I'm upset by the flavor.
The lack of flavor. The amount of flavor.
Yes.
Not the things that you're tasting.
No. The beer tastes. So I should preface it. The beer tastes fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. It doesn't have the flavors that I was expecting to have the flavors based on the smell of the beer.
It's only 8.5% alcohol.
It tastes more than that.
It does?
To me, it does.
The lack of flavor for me makes it taste pretty mild.
My only question is, and hang on,
are all the flavors stuck in the bottle?
Oh, we didn't get the swirl.
No.
Damn. Never mind.
No. Great nose flavors, bad tongue flavors. Or not bad tongue flavors, but lacking tongue flavors. It just kind of tastes like a normal stout.
Yeah.
You know, you on the aftertaste, you know, you get some of that barrel age and the honey, but nothing is like overpowering.
Yeah.
It's actually if it's kind of a very well balanced stout at this point. But it's not incredible. It's not as incredible as it smelled.
Yeah.
I was expecting it being 6-7 years old. I should have done the math beforehand.
5.5.
5.5. Okay, somebody's done the math. I would expect it to be. I was hoping that it would have some better flavors.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Don't.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to maintain the sanctity of. This is what Tud's big plan was. He's trying to cheat.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm the leader. I need to cheat.
Yeah. That's how you normally do it. It's just put your phone down, Tud. Stop looking it up right now.
Yeah.
So 0 to 5.
We can do this. Like, hey. If it was based on smell, it'd get a 4.5. But this is drinking the beer, and I'm going to say it's a 3.75.
Okay.
I think the smell factors into that, but I think it was a poor execution on the flavor.
I agree. I'm giving it a 5.
I think I'd give it a 3.5. It was underwhelming. It was not balanced well.
I think also we've had so much incredible beer this last 3 days.
Also true.
It's weighing our averages down.
Right.
That is true. When you go into when you get these things from Burial, these awesome stouts.
Yeah.
And you turn around and get this does not hold a candle.
All right.
The second best brewery.
I don't know how this works. Do you each get a guess? I guess you both do, right?
Well, I think you kind of showed him your phone.
No, I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
All right. So out of 853 check-ins, what do you guys think it's going to be?
Not a lot of check-ins for a beer that came out 5.5 years ago.
Well, okay, so this is the
2016
Spectrum one. So
okay.
Yeah, so the other ones are Spectrum 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, whatever.
There's more than one Spectrum, yes.
Okay.
So I think the cinnamon with cacao or whatever is Spectrum 1.
Okay.
So what do you think?
I think they're going to be similar to us. I'm going to say, but a little bit higher than us because it probably was better closer to them.
So I have my number.
Okay. I'm going to say 388.
391 I had in my head.
Okay.
Damn over. 392 is my guess, which is correct. So
Chris gets the point.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Hey, but you have 2 more chances.
That is true.
For 1 more chance?
What? Yeah, how does this count? How does this work on the scoring thing? Is it my score and Obert just got to play along?
I think so.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
So technically, Obert's not 0.01 off. He's unscored yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I think
the bottom line is,
I think if the other person guesses closer to you than you do, and you end up winning the competition, you don't get
okay.
No, that's fine. Okay, so you're $1 million off or something.
Yeah. So
you weren't that far. What, 0.04, 0.05?
0.04. So it was 9.2.
Yeah.
9.2.
So 0.04.
Oh, I thought you said 8.1. Okay.
8.8.
I remember 5.3, but okay.
We can ask the chat.
No, well, hold on, chat. No. Okay, so that's not too bad. 0.04 is not bad. Obert, you want to go next? Or do you want?
Sure, I'll go next.
Okay. Obert is cleaning her glasses right now.
Can you get me a glass?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me turn that down a smidgen because that was a little bit loud.
I don't know if my heart can take that.
No, I'm getting some notes that it was loud. But that's okay.
Ooh, I got a Tox glass.
Yeah.
Representing Connecticut all the way down to North Carolina.
Represent. I'll just take it right now. We're going to be doing a Q&A in a little bit, so if you guys highlight your message, redeem the highlight your message and type in a question for us if you want to. Please go ahead, do that, and we'll get to them as soon, like when we're done with the beer reviews.
Yeah,
I think
we're all going to do one beer review each, and then we'll do some Q&A.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So I have a beer that doesn't really fit the theme of Asheville at all, but it is a beer that you can't get in Montana, that I can't bring home to Montana, and very different beer for me. And this is the 903 out of Texas, their Tiki Stand Slushy. I never had one of these slushy beers before. It has special instructions on the side. It says, 1, keep this beer cold.
Check.
Because, well, it says, first it says, please read.
Check.
This beer is packed with fruit, much more than ever put in a beer before. So you got to keep it cold, and you can't fly with it, and you have to turn it over before you drink it. But let me tell you the flavors in this beer. It is a Berliner Weiss style ale aged on passion fruit, pineapple, dragon fruit, mango, vanilla sugar, and vanilla bean.
That's a lot of fruits.
That's a lot of fruits.
Yeah, I know. This is going to be such a crazy beer. I saw it, and I was like, I know what I have on the shelf. So,
yeah.
It smells wild. It's pouring like...
It pours so slow.
Like guava juice.
Wow.
Here, I'll hold it up for our Twitch fans. Look at that.
Gotta get your VA.
Yeah, show them the can.
While you working on. So, the can has a little tiki man on it. Little flag, or no, that's a palm tree. Mm-hmm. Flag also, I guess.
14 votes for Ted.
Yeah, it's 100% going to happen. I voted for myself. No, that's the can. I guess I should take a
take some beer.
I'm gonna need another glass too. We all need a billion glasses.
Do you have this many glasses?
Wow, it doesn't smell like all like I was expecting it to smell.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. I get some of that beautiful nose taste up there.
I get way less fruit in the smell than I thought I was going to get.
What are the fruits again?
I'm going to say it again.
There's a lot of fruits.
Once more for people in the back. So it's a Berliner Weiss.
Berliner Weiss.
Aged on passion fruit, pineapple, dragon fruit, mango, vanilla sugar, and vanilla bean.
It's going to be so sweet.
And I'll say personally, I smell a lot more of the vanilla than I smell of any of the...
See, I smell a lot of mango.
Yeah, I get a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Do you want to smell my glass instead?
Yeah, why not?
Everybody smells each other's glass.
Yeah.
Yours smells like vanilla. Yeah. That's weird.
Well, I wonder if it's because
it wasn't even.
Or the event horizon was in our glasses, even though...
Does yours smell like vanilla?
I do think it may have separated a little bit.
No, I think I get more. I get some mango.
Does yours smell like mine?
I tried to stir it around a little bit more.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to just top it off with what's in the can. There we go. So, yes, more mango now. But this is, like I said, we don't make these beers slushy style. We don't make that in Montana. We don't have this back home.
Yeah, it's caught on in Connecticut with like Skygazer or Transcend. They're big slushy people.
Okay. I want to talk more about what a slushy is, but first I want to try this beer. So,
okay.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Oh.
Drinking alive.
Drinking alive.
Okay. I'm here for this beer. For how thick with 8 C's it pours, it doesn't drink that way. It drinks not like a diabetes beer to me.
It's got some thickness to it. It's definitely got some thickness to it.
8 C. How many C's would you give it?
4.
4 C's.
4 C's, I think.
Okay.
Not 8. Not 8 C's.
I think 3. I've had thicker.
Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, we don't have these back home, so this is a different experience for me.
That's true.
Going through the checklist, the ones that stand out on here that I really get, again, is the vanilla flavor. Dragon fruit, yeah.
Yep.
It tastes like that sobe, the sobe energy drink.
Yep.
With the dragon fruit in it. It's really my only experience with dragon fruit.
Yeah, dragon fruit's like the pink one? I think it's the pink one. It's the pink one, when you cut it open, it's white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It breathes fire.
Yeah. Burns. It's hot.
Pineapple, a little bit. I'm really glad I got this beer because it's such a different experience. It doesn't taste like a beer, though. It's like stretching the limits of what a beer can be.
Yeah, it's alcoholic juice.
Yeah.
I mean, really
that's a good way to put it. Yeah, 100%.
Like if they just took fruit juice and just poured vodka in it, there's your beer.
Yeah, I think it's pretty close to that. Which I think makes it similar to like I gotta scooch in here.
Oh, sorry.
Makes it similar to like the smoothie seltzers.
Yeah,
in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, while I think it's good and different more than good, different not in a bad way. I don't need to go out of my way to get this again. Still, gonna give it a 4.
Okay.
Because we don't have these. It's like a horse of a new color for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I actually like it. I like it a lot too. I like these. I know that it's hard to rate it on the beer scale. We talk about it sometimes, but like, I think it all works really well. I like the moderate thickness. 4 out of 8 C's.
8's the max? I didn't know I was maxing it out.
Okay.
I thought it was like SRMs where you can get to a billion C's.
A billion C's?
No, as you know, this is now podcast lore. There's 8 C's.
Oh,
8 C's.
You know what? You know what else I don't know? If I was driving through this beer, would I be able to? Would I be able to live? I mean, that's a whole other category.
You almost just lost it. Chris brought it back.
I had to. I need to know. Oh no, we're dead.
I mean, I'd be aware something was coming at me, but I could not dodge it.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to dodge it. That's right. See what you guys miss.
I know. Just listening, you don't get all this experience.
No,
exactly.
But I think I'm gonna stick on the 4 range as well. I think I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it is very good. I think it's very delicious. I'm digging it right now.
Yeah, I mean, it falls in line with beers that I've had of this style before. Good flavors. I'm gonna stick with a 4 as well. I think that it's hard. It's hard to label it below a 4 unless it was like bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
right.
Hey, we all rated it the same. So.
Hey, and you know what that means? We
can't clink.
Everybody gets a point except for Tud.
No, so Tud's got to look it up. So.
Yeah. Okay, we get to guess.
Mm-hmm. How many check-ins?
476.
476.
Yep.
Okay. This is so hard.
Can't influence yet.
Oh yeah, I can't. I shouldn't. Wait till Chris has got to get a number in his brain.
Right.
But
that's how he cheats.
But I don't think I'm going to help him at all with my thoughts because it's not a beer really, so it's hard to rate on the same scale.
Right.
You know.
Another Connecticut glass.
Got them all. I caught them all.
What's the average going to be? I think I know. I don't know anything about 903, the brewery.
Who guessed? So you guessed first, right?
I've never heard of them before.
Yeah, me neither. We don't have them back home, but I saw them here. I was like, yeah,
right,
I'm here for it.
Okay. I know where I'm about.
Can I say my number?
Yeah.
409.
Okay, I was saying 403.
Okay.
So again, Obert is
on fire.
Yeah.
Is it 411?
Honestly the theme of the whole trip.
It is 4.13.
Wow.
So we're tied.
You guys are tied.
Tied. Again.
You guys are tied. Okay. Damn.
I think tiebreaker though is I think I'm winning on tiebreaker.
I think actually that would be a tiebreaker. Yeah. The only way I can do it is I have to match the burial.
We were doing this all weekend, actually, believe it or not. We would go to a brewery and play the check-in game.
Yeah.
We'd play the what's the average? We'd all try it.
Right.
You should try it. If you haven't, listeners, done it at home, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
You don't have to host a podcast to play the What's on Tap, Think of This Beer.
No, I think it's a great game when you don't really want to sit there and play cards and be distracted while you're at the brewery. But you're like, hey, we're all drinking a beer. Let's just do this. It takes, as you see, 3 seconds and you're done.
Yeah.
So, okay.
We should patent that and sell it.
I think we'd have to cut Untapped in.
That's fine.
Okay, how about this? We come up with our own Untapped.
Yeah. With blackjack and hookers.
Yeah.
Hashtag Untapped. Let's collaborate.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. We'll be all right with that. All right. So, my turn?
And that's how it works.
Finally.
You get the last beer.
Doff tapped. I like it.
Now you're talking.
I like it.
We don't have that kind of influence when we don't do it live. So.
Call it, just straight up tapped we got. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Alyssa, I see you.
Double tapped.
Tap, the drinking game.
Well, if you listened to last week's episode, and if you haven't, I highly suggest you go back and do it after the live stream and after, whatever. Start from episode 1, make your way up to 189, and then start back from the beginning. But last week's episode, we talked about the top 35 breweries on the Eastern Coast. East Coast, yeah.
Eastern Coast?
Yeah, Eastern Coast. It's the Eastern Coast.
Anything this side of Chicago, we decided.
Right. The West starts in Chicago. It goes the other way. So, but I actually have 2 of, I think, the top 15, if I remember correctly, in one beer. This is from our this is our friends over at Burial. I say friends because it's like a forced friendship. They have to like us.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a 3,000th check-in with somebody and not be friends.
But this is actually a collaboration with our good friends other friends over at Resident Culture. It's one of those things where we're their best friends, but they're not our best friends necessarily. So
right, yeah. They don't know we exist. Like we watch them from afar creepily.
Yeah.
No, wait, it's the other way.
No, yeah. They watch us from afar.
Oh,
yes.
okay,
Yeah.
yes. They're creepily watching us.
Yes. So this is the number 2 on the East Coast. Factual. No, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's just fact that this is number 2. And this is the third fellowship of the Extraterrestrial Occult. It's an IPA. So one thing, if you don't know, Burial has like these ridiculously long, crazy beer names.
They're all like that.
Yeah, they're all that long. But I thought it was pretty cool. Resident Culture, of course, one of our other friends slash favorites. 7.5% alcohol, and Ted will show off the can here in a second. He's like our Vanna White.
When you think Vanna White, you think me. So if you look at the can, it's got a skull with some blue tentacles popping up out of it, with a phantom guy making some dark concoction. As you can see, it looks like your standard hazy boy, standard New England style IPA color. You can't really see through it. We will do the light test in just a moment to just see if we're gonna be able to dodge that vehicle.
All right, here we go.
Ignore any meowing in the background.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You can see them coming from miles.
You would be blinded, though.
Yeah, look at this thing. It looks like it's freaking got fireflies in it. So
you may ask yourself, how does this help the beer review in any way? That's the question I ask every week, too.
Same question. If you figure it out, please let us.
Podcasting is not a visual medium.
If you've learned anything from our podcast from listening to us,
which of course everybody has for 189 plus episodes,
is that Obert is the dad. He keeps us on track. He makes us follow a path, and he hates it when we add new roads to the path. This being the newest thing.
Yeah. And
I like the good roads.
The good roads, the ones that are like paved well, things like that.
Like that's a dad answer.
Yeah.
Alyssa, by the way, holy beer, very good. I like that. That's a good one. She said it looked like a holy beer. So, you guys want more?
Yeah. I'm never gonna say no to Burial.
Well, you're supposed to say no, I'm good.
Don't ask questions you don't want to answer to.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Surprise, by the way.
Tut's still got a whole beer over there.
What am I supposed to do? Chug it?
Yes, I think so.
Listen, if we get
ooh, it smells really good.
I'll make a deal with the chat. If we get 4 beer magics, I will chug it.
Beer magic's turned off right now. That's a post production thing.
Oh, all right.
Ooh, it smells really good. It smells really good.
I needed a fresh glass. I shouldn't have used the same glass
3 times.
I have all the glasses.
You made the right call here.
Because I didn't finish my beer.
Yeah. What do you guys smell?
I'm gonna have to read the back of this. I'm gonna have to see. It's got like a nice smell of a fruit. Ascended to the Stars? Oh my god, maybe it's Galaxy. It does not. Matuka, Eldorado, and Citra Cryo.
What a bad they missed. Ascent to the Stars.
Ascent to the Stars.
We're not adding Galaxy.
Right, yeah. Right. I definitely get a fruit. Maybe
what?
like
You only get one.
Just one.
You don't know what it is.
Just one fruit, and I don't know what it is. I'm not the fruit bird of the pod.
Right, it's me, and it's kind of pineapple-y, but kind of mango.
Yeah.
It kind of. I think Obert's beer ruined my nostrils because I smell mango and pineapple.
That's all I smell is the last.
But then again, I could also be smelling mango and pineapple.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say pineapple, but then I just
maybe a little guava.
There's a lot of star fruits in the chat.
Listen, I'm gonna give the people what they want.
Starfruit?
Smells like starfruit.
Those are our longtime fans if they're referencing starfruit.
I want... They cheered for it, they get
it. They get starfruit. Okay.
So we should sell shirts that say starfruit.
Just that's it. Starfruit. No context.
Might be the most...
Also in the merch store.
Also the merch store probably
We will clothe you 7 days a week if you
It might be the most popular shirt. Like...
It's gotta be like a quote. Like, I think I get some starfruit. Yes. Like, or starfruit. Yeah, just starfruit.
On the back is a picture of the actual fruit.
Oh, I get a lot of starfruit. That's a good one. I get a lot of starfruit.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good one. I like that.
All right.
Cheers.
There's some good things in the chat. You guys are awesome. All right, here we go.
Of course, listeners will never know.
Sure. They should be here live though.
Oh wow.
A lot of flavor. This is the opposite of the first beer, where there was more smell than taste. This is a lot more taste than smell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
It's really good.
It's sweeter than I expected it to be.
Well, I was thinking the same thing. It's very sweet, but
mild.
But at the very end, it's like like the more sips I have, it gets a little bitter at the end, but not like too crazy. I like it though. I like it a lot.
I now know what the fruits are.
Starfruit?
No, no, they get it once.
They get starfruit.
They get it once.
Starfruit once. Okay.
It's your beer review, so you let me know if you want me to tell you or you want to go.
Well, he already did throw it over to the food spirit.
True. I get a lot of mango. I think that's what's causing the sweetness. It's like a mango type flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not because pineapple's more tart, a little bit more tart. Mango's definitely more sweet.
Now, the more you drink it, do you get more tartness? Because I'm realizing the more I drink it, the more tart I get.
I'm warming up.
It balances. It just kind of balances it out a little bit more as you go through it. I think.
I get no tartness.
Really?
Nothing.
Oh no,
nothing. I get mango like through and through.
Okay, I don't get as much mango. I mean, I could definitely see like pineapple, like maybe a tad bit because it did start off sweet, and now it's definitely getting a little bit more bitter the more I drink it, which as we talk about, enjoy. I like that. So, it's not like their best beer.
Right. Are we rating this on a burial scale or like? Because on a burial scale, this isn't as good. But on like every other beer in the world scale, it's higher.
Well, we're rating on the Untapped
It's
scale.
the Untapped scale. You gotta go with Untapped. You gotta go with Untapped. Like, that being said, like I was gonna say, it's not their best beer, but I still give it a 4.25.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
Yeah. like, yeah, if any brewery in Montana made this beer, it'd be 4.5. But it's 4.25 for burial.
Some beef in the chat between the F. Blevin and Blevin.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah.
I don't get any of that. Like, you guys are getting a lot of bitterness. I could just get straight sweet.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to me. Are you sure it's the right beer?
You want to try it?
Yes, I do.
I forgot this is my job tonight. I mean, this time. Oh, okay. I'll put up here on Untapped. Oh, error.
Yours?
Untapped isn't reachable.
It's weird. Yours is sweeter than ours.
Well, then hang on. I can't properly judge a beer.
Who would have thought that you could pour the same beer into 3 different glasses?
That is so weird.
Tastes?
Yeah, right?
What the hell is that?
It must because you got the end.
Oh.
I bet you that's what happened.
So, all right, hang on.
God, no. This is how he gets all my beer. Hold on.
Did you just finish it on me, you asshole?
This is my beer.
All right. No, there is some bitterness there that I didn't have in mind.
No, his was.
That's a 4.25. I mean, I have to change my rating.
His was.
I was given the wrong beer.
Well, it's so weird. Like splitting it like this is.
So there's 440 check-ins of this beer,
and
it's a collaboration between the 2 of the best breweries on our list.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed. Okay, it's gonna be tough. Again, I think Burial standards. It's still not Burial's best beer. Obviously, it's not even Resident Culture this beer. I got my guess.
You got your numbers?
I'm between 2 numbers, but
I got my guess.
Yeah.
Say same time.
Well, no, I go first and he goes after.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not changing the rules.
Yeah. I trust both of you less together. I knew when you were doing it one-on-one with me, I could trust you, but against each other, I feel like you guys say it at the same time.
Hashtag dad of the pod.
All right. I will. Okay, so I think I'm saying a 4.22.
And I was saying a 4.27.
Chris is right.
Like dead on?
It's 4.22.
Oh, yes! Let's go!
Can I say I don't believe you?
I am the master.
Here it is. There's what it is.
I am the only 3-time writer person
Which really
of
was
the pod.
The whole thing we were doing is whoever gets it right 3 times in a row wins. Right?
Yeah,
Or
podcast is over. Tic-tac-toe. I've done it. Yes. Okay. We have done it. See, this is why I'm Beer Dad, guys. This moment is amazing.
What do I say? Congratulations.
I think we need another beer to celebrate, but
I think we do.
We did promise the viewers of the show that we would do 3 beer reviews and then we would answer some of their questions.
That's true. That is true.
Do we need beer for the beer or for the questions though?
Yeah, I think so.
Do we have cold beers?
You have
Whose
a whole
house are
beer
we in?
fridge.
The beer fridge is lackluster. You also have this thing.
What am I? If we can't do it.
What?
Like we don't have beer.
So people write in. I want to hear some of these questions.
Yes. Do you have questions? There was one that was dropped in earlier that I believe it was Lady Embervenom put in. And it was if we were stuck in a zombie apocalypse,
Okay.
which of the 3 of us would survive the longest? and I know my answer.
Yeah, we know. No. We know the answer. Tud's getting us beer, but it's me.
Yeah, it's over.
I'm over. Yeah. Eagle Scout. I already live in Montana, so there's no zombies to begin with. But I would last the longest.
Bring them all
For sure.
Yeah, bring whatever. It's fun. Yeah, I definitely believe that it would be over, and I think Tud agrees. All right, our next one. What do we got? You got tax beers?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So to answer that question, yes, it's 100% over. Every day, 5 times on Sunday.
That was a good question, though.
That's a good question.
Thank you.
All right, next one. Alyssa, what's up, Alyssa? By the way, hi, everybody. I miss you guys. As someone who is not quite a beer drinker but wants to get into it, what would you recommend as a good starter beer? Now, keep in mind, Alyssa is Canadian, so...
I don't think there's one answer for this. I think everybody has to find their own way. Some people are going to like fruitier stuff. Some people are going to like more bitter stuff. Depends on what your other foods and drinks that you like.
Right.
I think that if you like fruit, I think the slushy beer that you drank today is actually a really good point to
Gateway.
To get somebody in there because
yeah.
It doesn't taste like beer. It tastes like fruit juice.
That is true. That's
so
true.
if you can get around, it's not sour. Even though it says it's a fruited sour, it's not sour. It just tastes like drinking fruit juice. So I would say try those, and then from there you go to a little bit more of from there you can graduate to like a hazy IPA that tastes a little bit more beer-ish, but still very fruity, like Chris's today.
Yeah,
tastes very sweet, and then from there, then you're off to the races.
I mean, another way you could go...
It's a bad slope to go down. Yeah,
so another thing, and you have to worry about ABV at this point, but like some of the heavy stouts...
If you're like a chocoholic.
If you love like chocolate or cupcakes or whatever, they do a lot of pastry stouts. They're very sweet, they're very thick. But for someone who doesn't like those typical beer flavors, or if you like that kind of dessert, that's probably a good way to go too. So
yeah. So my mom doesn't like beer, but she likes coffee stouts because she likes coffee.
Right.
So that's another way you can go. You can go from that side where she still, to this day, does not like beer.
Right.
But she will drink coffee stouts because she likes coffee stouts.
See, I had the opposite happen where I didn't like coffee, but I drank enough coffee stouts that I started to like coffee.
We had this conversation this weekend.
Yeah. All right. Mrs. Beardad asks, can you give the new folks the Blevins backstory?
Yeah.
He's the worst?
Yeah.
He is the worst.
We needed a heel. Our podcast needed an enemy. And we turned to someone who we won't name, but we'll say their name is not quite Blevin.
Do you want to tell them how he got the name Blevin?
Yeah.
I don't even really know that. I know the story, but I don't really know the story.
Yeah.
I was the story.
Yeah, we were on the podcast, and it was like, I think we said something like, his name sounds like Blevin, or something like that. Or like, let's just call, like, I'm not going to name anybody, but it sounds like Blevin. And that stuck.
Yeah, it was that.
Was it that?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, there wasn't anything crazy. But I mean, needless to say, he's the worst.
He is the worst.
He is the worst.
Yeah, he's our foil.
Yeah,
he's the Dr. Evil to our Austin Powers.
Exactly.
Austin Powers. Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor after he was no longer jacked.
I didn't know he was.
Yeah, so when Superman first started, Lex Luthor was like a jacked evil guy. And then over time, he kind of got bald and fat and slow.
Oh, okay. Sad to be him.
It's Blevin.
Oh, man.
I have a question for our viewers.
Okay.
Who has the best beard?
Oh, man. There's some... Listen, okay.
I'm here for it.
You guys remember, back like 2 weeks ago, I trimmed my beard up, okay? So...
Listen, don't be bought out by this. He's not going to be... When I win, that's really the ultimate goal.
CJ went straight to bed. Obert, please visit more often. Alyssa has the best beard. Lady Amber has the best beard. We're all tied for last. That's F. Blevin. I don't know who F. Blevin is, but I can't get a read on you because on one point you're against Blevin, on the other point you're against us. I don't know. I don't know where you came from, but I think
they're voting for Santa now.
I think it's me. Okay, and next thing, Dan says 3-way tie.
There was a question up there.
Some beard gloves for sure.
No one has spoken the truth. No one has bravely said
given
us a name.
They're all avoiding it.
Yeah.
All right.
They know that they don't want to anger Chris.
Guys. Yeah.
but they know it's me. But they know that they have to put up with him moving forward.
That's true.
I think the important thing is we all believe in our hearts that the answer is themselves. The three of us, we all think that.
But we all know it's me.
I mean, we all don't know that. We all do look good, though. It was done. The people were right. All right. We got some more questions. Alyssa, again, worst to best mainstream beers. It's a good question.
What is that? Like,
we have to list every single mainstream beer.
We list the 35 best breweries in the East Coast. We now have to list the 35 worst, I think, mainstream ones.
Well, like, does she mean like Bud Light, Miller Light, Coors Light, like those? Like, is that a mainstream?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Can we tell her to?
Alyssa, can you clarify on that for us, and then we'll go back. Yes, mainstream, as in the big names.
Todd would say Bud Light's the best.
Yes,
I would say Bud Light's, but she wants worst to best.
Yeah.
So all right, so
well,
let's do.
What do we call them mainstream?
Let's do the big five: Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light.
Are we doing the heavy equivalents?
PBR.
Like they're comparable.
What?
Because like there's Bud Light, then Bud Heavy.
Right.
They're two distinct beers.
We're gonna make it our own question. We'll say, best light macro
beer?
beers.
Right. Okay, got you.
I was thinking like for whatever reason I thought of like right out of college, like right as soon as you graduate college, as soon as you can afford to buy Coors Light and Bud Light.
Keystone Light is the worst.
Yes, but that's not.
That's the Bush. That's the Bush tier.
That's the Bush
League.
That doesn't count. It's Bush League. It doesn't
so those
count.
4, and then Michelob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelob is, I think, the worst.
Michelob's pretty bad.
I would say Michelob's probably the worst.
And then
I would say Coors Light.
I would say Miller.
Oh, well, okay, Miller Light, not Miller High
Right.
Life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say Miller Light is probably my third worst.
Okay.
And then PBR, and then Bud Light.
PBR Bud Light is I think those could go either way, but I've had many fond memories of PBR, so I don't know.
One thing that our listeners may not know is that it took us 7 hours to come up with the ranking of the 35 best breweries. So if we go down this rabbit hole, we would be here literally all night.
That's true.
Longest stream ever. All right, who is the hero of the weekend? Mrs. Beardhead asks.
Uber drivers that drove us the hills.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
This is a story I wanted to tell on
the
podcast,
bartenders,
which is I got out of my airplane and I needed to catch up with these guys.
This is the right answer.
These guys were like getting drunk, and I was
drunk,
very far away. And the way the airport is in Asheville is there's no there's no Ubers at all. People have been waiting all day, like an hour, not all day. Then somebody walks up to me and says, "I just rented a car. Does anybody want to ride?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take one." Stranger whose car I'm about to get into. Very cool dude. Drove me right here, like, for free. And as we were getting closer, he's like, "Oh, I'm a tour manager for Jason Isbell, who's playing at Rabbit Rabbit. Do you and your friends want tickets to see the show?" So in addition to getting a free ride...
This guy.
This guy is the hero.
He's the hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, if you're listening or watching, you're the man. He was the hero.
Yeah, he provided 2 nights of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was the anti-hero of the weekend? I would say $5 well drinks.
No.
Habib. I had an answer. And it's Habib.
It's Habib.
Yeah. Ted got cranky at an Uber driver.
Yes. Very cranky at an Uber driver.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what? We have an audience.
I know.
Chat.
Over can't take it again. He can't go through Habib again.
He called me and said, "I cannot find you. Where are you?" And I said, "I'm at the corner of Hilliard and Cox." And he said, "I am there." And I said, "No, you are not. I can see your dot on the map. You are, a quarter mile down the road." And he said, "I'm not there." And I said, "You are there. You're not here. I know where I am." And then he proceeded to tell me I was wrong. So then we got into a screaming match, and I hung up on him, and we walked home.
I don't know how much of a match it was. It was a squash match at that. So Ted went full blown Brock Lesnar on him. All right. So Dutch. As a person not familiar with beers outside of Germany, Belgium, and the Netherlands, which beer do you recommend when he visits either Canada or the U.S.?
It's funny that you ask that because we had if you go back to last episode, we had a whole list of places that you check out.
Right.
Yeah.
We just focused on the U.S. ones. We didn't talk at all about Canada.
Correct. Yeah.
And I don't know where you're going. Well,
if you were to go to Canada, I would say Collective Arts. I know it's a good brewery.
It would be East Coast, but you should be able to get Collective Arts anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're in Canada, Collective Arts, Obert can get it, and I can get it.
We saw it today.
Yeah. And so
It's a really good brewery. It's probably, I'm not saying it's the best because I'm not as familiar with Canada's breweries, but of the ones that we can get, it's one of the best. So, and they're very good.
And
so,
then if you need anything in the United States on the East Coast, last episode, do that thing. Yeah. Or if you come down to North Carolina, like we can go drinking. Just saying. Next thing I see, there's a lot of
people saying I have the best beard.
No, it's a lot of beer dad.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah,
weird. I don't see any of those.
No, it's invisible ink.
It's funny how that invisible ink works on a computer screen.
This is from Bob Ross. What do you think about Cody in WWE now?
The painter?
You mean Bob Ross? Yes, Bob Ross is the painter.
Well, Bob Ross is also Lady Amber Venom's fiance.
He's got fun thing about.
Wait, Lady Amber Venom's gonna marry the guy from the painting show?
No, he's got the same hair.
Oh, okay.
It's his whole thing.
Okay.
So, I think I don't like it personally. I don't like Cody. I mean, it's fine. Cody's been putting on great matches with Seth Rollins. It's really all he's wrestled in WWE.
Do you want stout or IPL?
He left for a reason, and the reason was that he wanted to go off on his own adventure, and he became one of the best in the world. And then he started AEW, and then for him to leave and go back, it's kind of I don't like it because Vince is just doing it to. What are we laughing at here?
Nothing.
Chris just voted himself as best beard.
Oh, of course he did. Vince just brought him back so he could get other AEW wrestlers to eventually sign with the WWE. Vince is just doing it to be selfish to eventually ruin, AEW as well. That's my thoughts on Cody.
Good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah,
I like
that is
that
a good question.
We don't get enough wrestling questions.
The one half of the stream we've done, we don't get enough.
No, I mean just in general, everywhere.
True. So Blevin's wondering who has the raddest credit card CVV combo and what is it? So
go ahead.
It's definitely not mine.
Yours.
It's definitely not mine. No, it's definitely not mine. I know.
Mine's a prime number, which is pretty rad. I'm not gonna tell you though.
Mine is not. Mine is an unprime number.
Good question, Blevin.
No, it's not.
Bad question.
It's a bad question.
There's a lot of thank you for all the subs, by the way.
Habib shirts. I like that.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Oof. You hate to see it, folks. No, you can't vote.
Two of those people are you and your wife. So
all right. So apparently Lady Emerald can't put another question? Oh dang. Okay. Hi Bob Ross. If you could create the perfect beer, what would be the ingredients in it? Interesting.
I got an answer.
This is a very interesting question considering everything we talked about this past weekend. So, one of the pod favorites breweries, Labyrinth, is doing a homebrew competition.
Oh, okay.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
And I was talking about whether or not I should try to enter it and how we would.
Well, explain how it works.
So they give you 6 to 7 gallons of raw wort, and then you bring it home, you do the whole boil, you add in the hops, and
report poll. I gotta report it.
So you bring it home, you do the boil, you add in the hops, and then you bring it back for a homebrew competition about 5 weeks later. And so all weekend, Ober and I were discussing if I did want to enter it, how would we do it, what hops would go into it, and what type of style would win. And we landed on the fact that we'd probably just better off just making a really, really dank New England IPA.
Yeah. So an answer to the question would be the perfect ingredients would be all the hops.
Yes. So my plan was I think I'm going to add in Citra, Mosaic, and Galaxy hops, but I'm going to add in probably about 6 pounds to just make sure that it's so overly hopped. I don't know if 6 pounds seems like a lot. I might have to redo the math on that one. But
it does seem like
it
a
was
lot,
drunk
but...
math.
Yeah.
But basically more than normal. More than a normal amount of hops in a New England IPA. But I think those are the 3 that we settled on would taste the best together.
Yeah.
So I think that's the answer.
It's a good answer, yeah. I also would say I would follow the German Reinheitsgebot laws, which means only...
German purity laws.
Yes. Water, malt, yeast, and hops.
Yeah, we don't need lactose. I'm getting a little bit over
pastry stouts or any of that stuff.
I'm getting a little over the whole lactose in my stouts. I want to not drink lactose.
Yeah.
I
can see that.
What's your answer?
Man, it's tough. Part of me wants to say just like a straight up like Citra Mosaic IPA. I'm not a big. I need something other than just Citra. I know some people can do just Citra, and that's fine. I need more than just Citra. Citra beers end up being too sweet for me. I don't really end up enjoying them, but I like Citra, Mosaic, Galaxy. If I had to put 3,
You were the swaying vote from Simcoe to Galaxy.
well, you don't like Simcoe generally,
but I think it blends very well with Mosaic and Citra.
I think Galaxy would give it just a little bit of that's the sparkles on the tongue.
It gives a lot of that bite that you like.
Yeah, and that's probably why. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. You heard it here first. I'm gonna enter this homebrew competition.
We're entering the homebrew competition. I just want to say, because I think people are confused. There is a poll going on. People are clearly just, I don't know.
I want to know who Ober is.
Drunk or something.
Ober.
So there is a poll. Remember who
really
the streamer is, and etc. I can tell who votes for what.
No, he can't.
Yes, I can, and you'll be banned probably.
No, he can't.
You'll probably be banned. Sorry, I don't make the. Oh god.
I like how, as you said, you'll probably be banned. I gained another vote.
I'm not doing myself any favors. I missed a letter. Who? Ober.
Ober.
Ober. Yeah. So we got a few more questions lined up. Okay, cool.
I'm liking this.
This is fun. This is fun. What are Tud and Ober's feelings about beer magic? Can they make beer disappear as well?
Yes.
I can't. Tud can.
Tud can.
I can't. And I was saying earlier that neither of us have had the hundreds of hours of practice that Beer Dad has about making beer disappear.
That's true.
That is true. But I am willing to do beer magic with.
It would be. I mean, we have the beers available. It wouldn't be a legitimate beer magic though. It's 16-ounce cans.
It's okay.
16-ounce cans.
So what if we took 2 and split it into 3?
No. I just told you I'm not doing it.
I'm not saying you don't have to do beer magic, but
right.
Then you'd have 2 regulation-sized beer magics.
Something to think about as we answer the next question.
All right, next question. What's the best beer you guys have had?
Folks.
This is Dutch. Best beer we've had. It's a tough one. That's always a tough one.
Yeah, that's tough. It's like I was saying that this weekend. It's almost like saying, "What's the best song you've ever heard?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's like I don't know, but I know a lot of good songs.
At one point, Drunk Ober, because I said that I didn't. I probably could pick out a lot of my favorite, or a lot of the best things I've ever heard. Was following me around and calling me out on it. Being, what's the best song you ever heard? What's the best movie you've ever seen? What's the best beer you ever drank? This happened for a good 3, 4, 6 hours.
I don't remember this.
So it happened.
Yeah, you were. I don't know if it was 6 hours, but you did ask him quite a few things of what his favorite was.
Did you have answers?
No,
not to all of them. No, it's definitely it's a tough thing to say. I mean, I can always remember. There's beers that I remember that I'm fond of. That I
the best beer I had this weekend. The most different beer I had this weekend was it a Kolsch from Dissolver?
Yes, that was so good.
Which is a weird answer, but it was such a strong representation of the style.
Thank You for Existing by Dissolver.
Yeah.
And like for those of you that aren't familiar, Kolsch beers are normally like very light, very crisp. They're kind of hard to make different.
Special, yeah.
And they did like it's one of their flagship beers, and it was spectacular. It was so good. I think I gave it like a 4 1/4, which is a lot for a Kolsch.
Yeah.
But it was very good.
I think the most different one I had, just to add onto this, kind of pull us off on a tangent for a second, is the 2 McKellar beers from White Lab.
Yeah, I want to talk about them.
So White Lab is a brewery out of San Diego, California, that does beers with different yeasts. So they'll brew beer A with yeast A, and then they'll brew the same beer with yeast B. And basically they have them both on tap at all times, so you can taste them side by side and say, this is the same beer that we brewed exactly the same all the way through, except for in the fermenting process, we use different yeast.
And it was crazy to me how different you could get a beer.
Yeah.
So at one point in time, I had an IPA that was done in collaboration with McKellar. One was a hazy IPA. It was a session IPA, but it's very
hazy.
Similar to Chris's beer that he drank tonight for his beer. And my next beer was clear and filtered.
That was the Kvik yeast.
That was was made with a Kvik yeast, and the other one was made with a German style lager yeast.
Yeah.
I think that was.
It was crazy.
It was a Bach yeast.
Yes.
It was Bach.
And it was one was clear. Like if we did the light test, you'd be able to.
It looked like a Bud
drive
Light.
all day.
It looked like a Bud Light.
Yeah, it was insane. It was crazy.
Yeah, I like that place a lot.
That was a really cool place.
Yeah.
It was a really cool place.
The beer, I could see their beer being hit or miss given the day you go there and what they have on tap.
Yeah,
but that's a place that you'd have to go. Like if you lived in Asheville, you would stop by all the time because they'd always have something unique on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I'm excited about this next question.
All right, so next question. So how did you guys meet and become friends? Was it instantaneous? Well, I mean, we grew up together, so we lived on the same road, same street.
Ober and I lived one house apart.
Yeah, they were basically neighbors.
And
I lived at
and
the
then we
bottom
lived
of
two
the hill.
houses apart because somebody built their house in between it.
So and I think first grade.
I moved down in first grade.
So and here we are. Enter number of years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we rode bus 6A.
6A.
For years and years and years
Mrs.
together.
Rossi.
Shout out to Mrs. Rossi. And went to the same high school, went to partied at the same college.
Yep. I mean, Chris and I went to the same college for a little bit.
A year.
Yep.
If you want to hear more about our backstory, I really recommend checking out episode 100.
Oh, yeah.
It's like really good to catch you up on the pod. Like all of our in-jokes.
Oh,
all
yeah.
of our,
I forgot we did
how we met.
A compilation one.
It's a lot of
years ago.
a lot of our greatest hits are on episode 100.
Yeah,
so
episode 100. Yeah.
I always tell people, viewer Obert says, what's your favorite episode? For me, it's episode 100. That's why I tell people they should start the show.
It's a good one. It is a good one. Yeah. Especially because we talk about so much ridiculous stuff that we kind of go over a little bit. Well, we don't pronounce our T's and nice. All right, Alyssa says do the beer magic. So maybe. If you use a magnet, can you move Tud's hair to the top of his head?
Good question.
That's a good question.
Who asked that?
F. Blevin. Again.
I think it's just Blevin arguing with himself.
It very well might be.
I'm convinced.
In which case, thank you for the 2 viewers, Blevin. But no. So I would say yes, definitely. Most definitely.
I've tried. It doesn't work.
No, what you have to do. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay.
Yep.
Since you're not a scientist, and I am clearly, the hair on top of your head is connected to the hair below your head. So the only problem is, you got to put it up here. You put it up here. You put the lion magnet. You put it on top of your head.
Yeah.
And what it's doing now, it's pulling the strands of hair up, right? And then it's gonna. So when I.
So how long until this works?
Years.
Oh, okay.
You just have to keep the line on your head in perpetuity.
Well, we discussed this, and Tud said he wasn't willing to sacrifice the beard. So
the beard is better than any hair I would ever grow, anyways.
Right. So yeah, you don't want to do that. You can't move it up because then you lose this.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why? Lady Hammer Venom again with the killer questions. I'm afraid of heights. Normally I'd say flying. Afraid of heights. Teleportation would be nice.
I'd like to go back in time.
Flattening Earth.
Flattening Asheville. That's it.
At first, I was gonna say invisibility.
Yeah,
because I was like, what superpowers can I have that I can be rich? Invisibility. I could steal anything.
That's not a superpower. I guess it is. Is it supervillain? Yes. So I guess
I would be a superpower.
Yeah, you would be a villain. Yeah.
But I go back in time. I don't have to be a villain.
You already win the Powerball.
I can just go back in time. I can get the Powerball numbers. I can buy X stock when it's a penny.
The sports almanac.
I can do sports almanac. I can bet. Yeah, I changed my mind. You know what? You've made me from a supervillain to a superhero.
You're still a rich guy, though.
That's fine.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I think teleportation is so tempting. Just be like,
I mean, teleportation. You could teleport into a bank vault.
Yeah. Well, I would use it for good. I would use it so I didn't have to walk up hills.
I mean, that's also a big selling point. But I could go back in time and make sure the hill never existed.
We could teleport. We could record Drinking Alive with friends every week.
True. So that's a good one.
You know what? I'm still going to stick with going back in time.
Can I ask you guys a question?
I would love to have many answers.
Can you please log into Twitch and highlight your message, please?
Viewer Obert asks, what's a style of beer that you either wish you saw more at breweries or you get excited when you see it that they don't normally have?
I know my answer. Shandies.
Shandies.
I love Shandies. Shandies are so good. They're like a perfect, refreshing beer, and the only ones you get are Porch Rocker and you get Leinenkugels. Granted, they're great, but I would love to see more Shandies in the summertime. Listen, I live in North Carolina. It's fucking hot. Like, Shandies in the summertime, please.
You gotta go to Germany. That's where they have a lot of Shandies.
Is that right?
Yeah. They do half lemonade, half beer.
Yeah. So there you go. You heard it here first, folks.
I would say.
All right, next question.
I would say brown ales and filtered but hopped pale ales. I know it's a very particular type of pale ale, But one of the favorite beers I like to buy when I see it out in public is Born Yesterday by Lagunitas, which is a super hopped, super filtered pale ale.
Yeah.
That is really great and refreshing to drink in North Carolina in the middle of summer. But it's also something that nobody does. And then brown ales, not a lot of people do brown ales. And you saw it all weekend. Every time somebody had a brown ale, I ordered it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to touch base. Tud Jr., sorry. I see Del. I've had Del's Shandy. I don't think it's great. So I just want to. Del, I was very excited for it.
Del's lemonade tastes like what I would imagine Lysol is supposed to.
Because it's Narragansett makes it. Yeah. So but good shout out. Good looking out. But yeah, I didn't enjoy it. At least when they first made it, I guess. Obert, I don't think you answered your own question.
No, I didn't. I was more interested to hear what you had.
Okay.
ESBs.
All right. Okay.
We drank a lot of those this weekend too.
Yeah.
We drank 3 of them.
ESBs are good.
Yeah.
ESBs are good. I'm not against that one. That's a good one. And yeah, they don't do them very often. Favorite Pokemon?
Man, I played this game a lot with CJ today. I've always had a soft spot for Ditto.
Okay.
I think it's got to be Charmander.
Incorrect. All right, next.
You're wrong.
A1 since day one. It's Bulbasaur. All right. If one of you had to sacrifice, I don't know anymore. If one of you had to sacrifice your beard, who would cut it? Wouldn't be me.
I mean, I did cut my beard 2 years ago.
Then that's the answer.
There it is.
Tud did have to sacrifice his beard.
I did have to sacrifice my beard.
But it
There you
grows
go.
back.
It does. I have had a beard for all time, I think, pretty much.
In full disclosure, when I had to sacrifice my beard, I still had a beard. I didn't shave it all off. I just brought it down as low as it could go.
Yeah.
And I moved my hairline from here up to my chin.
Yeah. It was like a chin strap.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had facial hair for like undisclosed amount of time.
The last time
Most
I had
of your life.
Most of my life. There
the
you go.
last time I had no beard was our friend and former and potential co-host of the pod from time to time, Nick's wedding. I told him I would shave it on his wedding, and I did.
Full beard, yes. I think there's a lot of beer magic calling for Alyssa with the questions. Y'all with the questions. Good job. Congratulations. You can only drink one beer for the rest of your life. Which are you picking?
That's a hard question.
It is a hard question.
Yeah. And I've changed my answer on that a couple times. But I still always end up back at Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Yep.
This isn't assuming that I have a lifetime supply, like whenever I open my fridge. That might be a different answer. This is just like you're only allowed to buy whenever again. I know there'll always be Sierra Nevada.
Right. That's true.
A good answer. Because I was going to just say probably maybe that like Born Again Yesterday or Born Again
That's
Yesterday.
Special release.
Right. So that doesn't qualify. It's not available all year round. So I wouldn't pick that.
It's hard. It's really hard. I mean, I think back. Would I want to drink an 8% IPA all the time?
Oh, I have a second answer that I think one of you might steal.
I was gonna say Sip of Sunshine.
Yes, that
was like mine because it's like readily available. It's solid. I was also thinking
Is it readily available down here though?
No, not here. Main beer company's lunch also. That's a little bit more bougie, but
I think it's one of those two answers, but that's because I live in Connecticut and I can get it all the time.
Well, I think magic fridge scenario, right? Like you have to pick this beer to drink every single time for the rest of your life.
I mean, if we're going magic fridge, I'm going to get the freshest Born Again Yesterday.
Which one was that one? I'm sorry.
That's the Lagunitas.
Yes.
Pale
Okay.
Ale.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that beer is just as crisp as hell, and you get to drink it out of a bottle.
Yeah. That's a tough question. It's a good question. It's a tough question though.
I think there's only one way we can end this show
by answering all these questions,
and that's root beer magic.
It has to happen.
Yeah. Okay, it'll be an unofficial beer magic. That's fine. All right, so this one didn't get highlighted, but I just happened to notice. If you would all describe yourselves in one word.
Oh, my wife?
Yes, it is your wife.
Asked this question?
Yes, your wife asked this question. I assume humble.
That's clear. I'm going to say sexy.
Oh, okay. We're going to go. I'm going to say goofy.
I'll say optimistic.
Okay.
I think Ober would also describe, if you had to describe my word, I think you would say angry.
Cranky.
Annoyed.
Painful. Congrats on the 100% of Elden Ring. Nicely done. Tud stuck. He can't beat the game. Doesn't know how to do it. I'm missing so many amazing things, but it's all good. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Favorite non-North America beer? Ooh, that's a good question. I got mine.
Let's hear it.
Chimay Blue.
Yeah,
it's a very good one. And I'm not a Belgian guy, but it's a very solid beer.
I say the Framboise.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or the Delirium Tremens.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Those are both really good ones.
Those are really good. All three of these. I'm gonna say, one of the Oktoberfest, Hoffer House.
Oh, great
man.
answer.
That's a good answer.
Like, yeah, I think
good answer.
I think it's gotta be one of them.
Good answer. So nice, good question. There's some really awesome, like so many awesome
I like these questions.
Yeah, they're really awesome. What do you think your life would look like if you've never met each other? Interesting.
I've thought about that before.
Oh, I don't think I've ever thought about that.
I think you guys have had a big impact on who I am, and it's like really hard to answer.
Yeah.
I would be I don't know the answer, but I know the answer is I would be a completely different person.
I think that's very easy to
like,
say.
how do you know the unknown, right?
Right.
But I would be not who I am.
This was good, by the way. I know we didn't talk about the beer at all. This IPL we just had was pretty good.
That was, I would say they would be completely different.
Yeah.
I might be skinny.
And now, I think it's fair to say that we would all be worse without each other.
That's true. We would not be the versions that we are of ourselves
We'd be
today.
worse versions of ourselves.
Also skinny.
Yeah.
So, that's a tough one. That would be a tough one. Oh man, if you could be an animagus, the Harry Potter thing.
What?
What
I thought that was Among Us.
No, what animal would you be? Transform into? It's kind of like
Patronus.
No, the animagus are the people that they can transform into animals.
Is this kind of like Animorphs?
Oh, if I was an Animorph.
Sure, yeah.
Oh my god, that's... I'm so glad you thought of that.
Sure. If you were an Animorph, what would be your... I mean, is Andalite just the right answer? They're so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I mean...
How's that?
That's the Animorph. That's the aliens.
That's the alien from Animorphs.
Blue, they got 4 legs.
Oh, legs. They got the big spiky tail.
I never read the books. I just understood the concept.
What? Oh my god. Listen, go out, buy a copy of Visser. It's probably really bad if you read it now. But when I was in whatever grade it was, fucking loved it.
But didn't they turn into animals?
Yeah, but if you touch the Andalite, you can turn into an Andalite.
How about we pick an animal on Earth?
Oh, okay. Well, now you made it hard. I honestly probably a cat. I like cats.
Like a small cat, or like a house cat, or like
him.
my dog has a better life than me, so I would turn into my dog.
Oh my god, you guys, come on!
I'd be like, Tud says badger.
Tud's like, I want one where I have to live outside and fight for all my food, and I'm like, but it just shows up in a ball.
It says you could turn into it at any given time, so I can live I can live in my house and get food whenever I want.
Okay, well then tell us what the right answer. Tell us the Oktoberfest answer.
It's got to be like a grizzly or like a gorilla or something. Like,
gorilla's good.
I think gorillas. I've thought about gorilla a lot because it's
gorilla
superhuman strength. You can do whatever you like. If you needed to move something,
you can do whatever you want.
That gorilla's moving it for you.
Listen, I hate to tell you about this gorilla a long time ago. He could not do whatever he wanted.
Yeah, but I could transform back into a human.
True.
Hammurabi could not transform back into a human.
Harambe. Alyssa, with do you remember what beer started your journey into becoming connoisseurs?
Yes.
We've talked about this.
We talked about this on the podcast. Sip of Sunshine, Harpoon IPA, yes.
Yeah.
So
I blame Ben all day.
Also Ben, I guess. No, it's great. They're gateway beers. Gateway beers. That one I'm probably not going to like, but we should drink it because it's stout.
I didn't realize this was a stout. I'm going to get another beer.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine.
I just drank the whole stout.
All right. Let me see. Permitted, I think. Oh, are we caught up? Simba's offended. Simba is offended by your non-cat.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a house cat.
I don't want to be a house cat, he said. I have so much room now. I can breathe. Oh my goodness. They're stuck. I have so much room. Welcome back to my stream. Hello. Well, you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Are we wrapping this up?
I don't know. Is there any other last minute questions or questions you'd like to ask? Tud's gonna be shunned when he comes home. Yeah, Simba isn't gonna speak to him for a month. Did you go to? We did not go to Sierra Nevada again. It was definitely because I drink all the other stuff. So what happened? What had happened was I accidentally went to this beer store and I bought a bunch of stuff with coconut in it. I don't like coconut, so there's just a bunch of coconut beers in there now. So no, we didn't go to Sierra Nevada. We tried to hit new places, hit some old places. And it didn't end up happening the way that we were intending. So, but it was a little bit out of the way for however many days we had. Beautiful place though.
Yeah.
Also, is it raining? Is it raining? What do the wifeys think of the beer podcast? I know mine likes it. I don't know about the other wifeys.
My wife's in the chat. If that makes you
feel
better.
I think she followed today too. She did. Yes, thank you for the follow. That's a non-alcoholic. This wife thinks is great. Yeah. Mrs. Beardad puts up with everything I do, so shout out to her. Would the wives ever get together on a podcast and do a Doff wine time? Ooh, I don't know.
I think you're going to get that answer in the chat below.
Yeah.
Both of the wives of the pod are in the chat.
Right. You want some? Oh, you still got some?
Yeah.
Okay.
Albert asked me earlier today with a straight face, how many beers did he think I was gonna drink today? Just the one. And I had already had a beer exploded this morning while we were packing Chris's car.
One of my beers.
Yeah. And so I said, well, no, I think we're already going to have more than one because I drank half of that warm exploded beer.
We're also, 2 of us are going to be on a plane in 10 hours.
My flight is 2 hours. It's an up and a down.
Mine's not. I think we should hang out with the chat after we wrap up the podcast, which we should do now.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Being the dad of the podcast.
We still have to do beer magic.
Right.
They've requested it. It's the most requested thing in this podcast.
I think we're gonna go ahead and say bye. Is that how we're doing?
We have to do outro things.
Outro things, yes. We'll definitely be hanging out a little bit after this, so don't worry. But yeah, so thank you guys for coming. Goodness, this is crazy. How did all of you meet your wives? Okay, last highlighted message. I met mine online. We met and
Same.
And we ended up. That was 10 years ago. So, oh, you meant popcorn. Okay, all right, Blevin. F Blevin. I'll go first. Oh yeah, I forgot. Thank you, Brewlager, for reminding us how things went.
Listen, Jobert, calm down. No, it's actually pretty similar to Chris's story. Similar time too.
Yeah, I think not that far after.
Yeah.
No. It was weird, but yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you. I know this is not exactly what we normally do, but we were together. We wanted to do it, and it was been a lot of fun. You guys have spectacular questions. So thank you all for being here. We'll thank a myriad of breweries right now. And I'll go first. How about that? I'd like to thank Burial and Resident Culture. I don't
like this.
For the third fellowship of the extraterrestrial occult. So thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I would like to thank 903 Brewing for their Tiki Stand slushy beer.
I'll go last, and I'll thank Old Hickory for their The Event Horizon Spectrum 1
from 2016. I mean, you know how to follow me, but please, if you've enjoyed this, if you've enjoyed hanging out with us tonight, please go follow our podcast, exclamation point podcast, in the chat to see that. There's 189 episodes in the backlog. It's a lot of this, so if you enjoyed this kind of vibe and all that fun stuff, and if you guys want us to do this again, we can do a triple stream thing. It doesn't happen very often, but if you guys want to see more of this, please let us know. You can follow us on social media at DAWF Podcast.
Whoa. This is what the people pay the money for, to hear me do this.
I'm the people.
Without stumbles.
I'm the dude. This is my element.
Well, to follow up with what Chris said is if you liked this, then check him out on Beardad Gamer.
That's true.
Yeah. If you didn't know.
But if you'd like to follow us...
people who listen don't know.
But if you'd like to follow us, please follow us on social media everywhere at DAWF Podcast. Also make sure, and I do this every single week, # follow the email at dawfpodcast@gmail.com. Please make sure you head over to Discord, join the chat over there. Also join Beardad Gamers chat. And then you can also join the Patreon for as little as $1 a month, or 25 cents a week, or 20 cents on weeks that have 5 months. You can go over there and do that.
So bad.
And finally, head over to iTunes or Spotify and leave us a 5-star rating and a review. Please do that. Everybody in the chat,
do it right now.
Go over there right now.
5 stars.
It is the easiest way for more people to find our podcast is by us getting better reviews. Or you can spread the word through word of mouth and tell everybody you know to check out this cool podcast called Drinking Alone with Friends.
We saw him on Twitch once.
Yes, you saw us on Twitch once. And there was one that had a really epic beard and one that really didn't have as much of an epic beard.
There was inconclusive.
And then there was Ober.
The chat was...
we don't know who that is.
The chat was inconclusive. The poll was inconclusive. Then, thank you guys. I know the streams have been weird and light, but I love you, and thank you so much for tuning in to our special. We are going to hang out, so please hang out with us. We'll do more Q&A or whatever. I don't care. And
we're going to do Great Magic.
The bald, the beard, and the handsome. Wait, which one am I?
I'm
two of the three.
What the hell? I'm the only bald one.
You're the bald. You're the bald.
You could be the beard or the handsome. What would you rather be?
You're supposed to say, I'm Tud.
Okay. And with that, my name's Tud.
My name's Chris.
And I'm Obert. And remember, if you're drinking alone, do it with friends. Or, if you're drinking together, do the beer match.
And do it on Twitch.
And do it live.
Yeah.
Now,
cheers.
Is the whole outro the rest of this?
Okay, here we go. So, for those of you new to the channel, my name is Beardad. And not only am I a streamer, father, husband, podcaster, TikTok viralist, Instagram influencer, Twitter savant, hover partner, and Jason Momoa lookalike, but I am also a magician. And one of my greatest tricks, my greatest finality, the reason people keep coming back is that I can make beer disappear. So, for the first time ever, a 3-ish way.
2.5.
2.5. 2.5 time.
I have so much nerves about doing this.
You want to do down, clink, down, drink?
How do you usually do it?
No, well, normally I don't do it with people.
Yeah.
Right, so clink, down, drink.
I'm here to represent what an average person, how long it would take them to drink half the volume. Right, so you can this proves how fast he is.
Down, clink, down, drink. Okay. So here we go.
Down, clink,
down.
You're over twice as fast as me.
There you go. There you go. I was right today, guys. I didn't get honks.
I knew we missed something. We forgot something on our show.
I've never heard that sound before.
The beer, the burps?
The burps?
The honks.
Oh, the honks?
Honk, honk, honk. Honk, honk.
Honk, honk.
Thank you. And I was the fastest beer magician. So, thank you for that.
Yes, I will give that to you.
I
don't believe you got the other one right, but...
I manhandled you. But